Hi, and I'm here with Shaun Garrett. Hello, Shaun.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Been dying to talk to you for a couple of months now, but you've been a busy boy,
Yes.
and then holidays
Yep.
and things like that. So, but here we are, where we are at the fabulous login in the library, as you can see by all the books. So, nice place to interview a counsellor in the library. Very, very posh.
Oh, yeah. The login, yes, I spent a lot of time in the login, not so much time in the library.
Oh, okay. Perhaps you should spend more time in the library.
Yes, maybe.
So let's talk about what you've been up to. Now, you got re-elected
Yes.
as councillor for the Old Dean
Yes.
with Lewis.
Yep.
Now, I understand one of the things you do, you don't have a surgery, do you?
No. Surgery is one of those, it sounds quite clinical, actually.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of meeting people. And one way we've decided to do that is actually to say we're going to be on the Old Dean, we'll be walking around, checking things out, looking for potholes, because obviously people love
Pothole, love a pothole, haven't you? Yeah.
And various other things. So we go around, and it seems to work. 'Cause we plan it around. Okay, we may start at the church for a men's breakfast in the morning,
Yep.
because they do a community thing there, and then we'll do a walk around, and maybe we'll pop to the cafe, have a coffee. And the first time we did it, we had, while we're sitting having a coffee, we had 4 people just come up to us and speak to us about issues that they've had. One of those people they were walking their dogs, and they say, we always go over to Barossa Common, there's always this issue where there's a bin. Or there's no bins,
Yeah.
and there's litter. And I was able to speak to the officers, and now there's a bin there. So there's a little things, but it does help that if residents do come to us, we will try and help them out.
And some of the things you actually sort out on the day, don't you? Like with bins and that, they all have these little QR codes on
Yep.
now, so you can get them emptied and collected
Yep.
and that. So it's not just a case of just walking around chatting. You're actually doing things as
Yep.
well at the same time.
And actually, there's things like, we use an app called Fix My Street, which anyone can use. It's not a council thing at all, but so it's really easy. So you find a pothole, you stand, obviously making sure there's no cars. You've got to be safe.
Yeah.
Take a picture of the pothole, and it knows your location, so you haven't got to tell it where it is. So it knows your location. You take a picture. You upload a picture. This is the pothole. You have a brief description. You send that to Fix My Street, and they automatically send it to Surrey Highways. If it's Surrey Highways, if it's a bin that's not been emptied, it sends it straight to Surrey Heath Borough Council. If it's a light, so you can do all of that all on this app, and it happens straight away. And you get a report back, and they get your report back when it's been finished and fixed. So I think that's a lot quicker than trying to report it through the council, either that be Surrey Heath or County Council, because it's instantaneous and anybody can do it.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was an app.
Yes.
Well, surely this should be advertised.
Well, it's interesting. So what I have advertised it a number of times when I've done a post saying this is how easy it is, because one of the things is residents will complain that a bin's not been emptied. Now, obviously, we can't be everywhere, so I try and say, look, if you report it, and it's still not emptied, then come back to me. If you don't report it, then no one knows it's not been emptied. But by using this app, it's really easy, because I know trawling through reporting stuff can be really boring, really difficult, and sometimes these websites are never that easy to navigate.
Shall I try it?
You can try it now.
haven't
Have you got it, Fix My Street?
No, I haven't. So I'm going to download the app. This is so basically you go to the App Store.
Yep.
Go to the App Store. Right.
Yes.
This is happening now. Okay. See, I'm on the App Store. Okay, and what's it called?
Fix My Street.
Fix My
Top
Street.
one.
Top one.
Yeah.
There we go. That one there.
That's the one.
That's the one you're looking for. Okay. Press Get, and this is where you have to do your facial recognition and all that. Click that twice. Facial ID done. And it's downloading. Of course, here at the login, we've got very, very good internet. So open, bang,
One.
there you go. It's as easy as that.
It is as easy as that.
It is easy
if
as
you then click on use my current location,
okay, which
obviously
is
you need to
there.
give it access to your location.
Oh, allow once. There we go. So allow, and bingo. There we go. So that's where we are at the moment. So that is amazing. That is amazing. And I've got that. So now on my street, if there's any issues.
Now you'll also see if there's previously reported things like potholes or bins or whatever.
Yeah, look.
There.
There's little dots everywhere. Does it say what they are?
It might do if you click on it.
There's a pothole.
There you go.
There you go. There's a pothole. So, which is fantastic. Well, I've learned something.
Well,
I've learned something. Thank you very much, Shaun, for
no
that.
problem at all.
But so the Old Dean going well.
Yes.
You got your Old Dean club up and running.
Club
youth
Dean.
club,
Yes.
Club Dean, yes. That's all back. Was that sort of stopped for a bit, didn't it? Went a
Yeah.
bit wobbly, and now
Yeah.
it's back again.
Yep.
So you're working with Youth of Christ on with that,
Yes.
with that club, and I believe it's every other week.
So what we're trialing under the new running of the club is running two. So one week, which is year 7, 8, and 9, and then the following week it's year 10 and 11.
Right.
In fact, reverse, because next week it's 10 and 11, and then the week after it's 7, 8, and 9.
Just to confuse things.
Yeah. So because trying to split up the age groups, the 7, 8, 9 is really popular.
Yeah.
The 10 and 11 before the summer holidays wasn't, but then people were doing things like exams, mocks, etc. And it's been really successful. It's been run as a more traditional youth club. When I went to a youth club back in the day,
Sort of football and
so there's billiards, or pool, there's ping pong. They can play
basketball.
basketball.
Billiards. It shows you how old you are.
Sorry, I'm saying when back in the day,
Yeah.
they could play basketball in the hall.
Yeah.
But there's also a game, Xbox.
Yeah.
And so games consoles, which the boys seem to play on. And interestingly, the girls have been more interested in doing things like craft, etc. That's not to say everybody can't mix and match, but that's the way it seemed to go, and it's been really popular. And some of the responses from some of the children has been brilliant. And in fact, some of the parents that live on the Old Dean used to go to the youth club when it was a youth club previously.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So you're getting that sort of very, very positive feedback from there. So okay, so the Old Dean is going well.
Hopefully,
very happy with it. So which is fantastic. Let's move to. I don't want to move to the town centre.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to move to Wilko.
Yes.
Now, obviously, over the past few weeks, it's been all over the news. The fact that basically the company has collapsed. There's going to be no deals or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that has now gone.
Yes.
So that's another sort of like empty shop, really.
Yes.
But that's been going. Some people have said that it's because of B&M, but it's not, is it?
No. I mean, I was lucky enough that I was previously portfolio holder for economic development, so the town square and the area around sort of fell under me. So I was in a position where I obviously see lots of information. And unfortunately, Wilko as a company have been struggling for a while, and that's not top secret. That if you see the relevant press, that would have been out there. So B&M coming is not the reason why Wilko has shut.
Yeah.
I suppose you could argue it probably hasn't helped locally, but nationally, it was the case that Wilko was struggling. It is a shame because any shop shutting in anywhere means two things. One is it means that residents haven't got access to the sort of things they were buying in Wilko, and more importantly, I suppose, staff lose a job. So that means they then have to try and find somewhere else.
But look at it. A good point is the fact that basically there's now an opportunity for another shop to come in.
Yes.
And with a practically purpose made, they can just move straight in, change the signage, bang, job done.
I mean, it's ideal for another retail outlet. So I don't know. I'm not in a position where I know what discussions are underway, but it would make sense for another similar type of retail to go in there. It wouldn't make any sense to put in a restaurant, for instance, because you have to have change of use and fit out and all that sort of stuff.
I mean, I remember, obviously, it was when it was Woolworths. I remember CNA. It used to be upstairs and downstairs. So Wilko had to do a lot of work when they moved in anyway to get rid of the escalators and things like that. So it's already ready to go. So if there's any shop people out there that want a nice big shop, then Wilko is available. So
and actually, just off the back of that, because there was also the I think it was the Lidl's, wasn't it? It was the Aldi's that was in.
Oh yes,
in
the Lidl, yeah.
And that was another point. Well, they're going, and there's a lot of issues with that. I suppose it's fair to put a point on that they didn't actually want to move, but the model is that they want to have a shop with a car park around it. That's if you look at any Lidl's or Aldi's anywhere, mainly in the UK. Yeah. In fact, in Europe, because if you look anywhere, there obviously weren't. That's the way it's set up. It's a shop with a car park.
Yes.
We haven't got any. Even if the suggestion was they went into Wilko's, you've still got the same business model where there is not lots of local parking, which is how their business model works. So it would be lovely to have one of those people in there, but I don't think that's likely to happen either.
I'm hoping that we do get another convenience store like that. I mean, it was really handy having Lidl in there. Yeah. I know we've got Sainsbury's as well.
Yeah.
but it was really handy having just to pop in and get get those items.
I understand if you look around the UK that there are a lot of B&Ms where there are also the range. They seem to fit hand in hand. So you never know. Maybe the range might suddenly appear.
We too use the range as well as B&M. The one in Aldershot is absolutely fantastic. The range, and they have great craft section there as well, which is absolutely amazing. But so thank you very much, Shaun,
no problem at all,
for coming and chatting with us today.
My pleasure.
The start of another, how many years as counsellor? Is it 4?
4. Another 4 years.
Another 4 years.
Yes.
Can you see yourself carrying on after that? Or are you going to retire?
If you ask me that again in 3 years' time,
Mrs. Garrett's going to retire. He's going to retire.
I will see what. You know what? If anyone follows me on social media, I don't make any bones about it. It's hard work. It should be hard work because you're doing it to help the residents. But I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And that's why I did it. I did it because I want to help the residents, because I know there are a lot of things that need to be done, and that's why we're there, spokespeople for the residents. So as long as the residents still are happy with what I'm doing, then maybe in another 4 years I'll do it again.
Well, I haven't had any complaints as yet, but as I say, we're just at the beginning now, yes, so we'll wait and see. But no, thank you very much for coming in, and it's been great talking to you.
Okay, good.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Dee Shepherd from SMJ Media Group. If you like what we do and if you enjoyed what you heard today, then please do continue to support us. Support us in our conversations, in our events, in our communication, and how we publish and how we promote all local businesses. So, how do you do that? Well, you can buy me a coffee. Where? buymeacoffee.com/SMJ Media Group.